I am excited for my adventures with Superman. If you do not know what that is, it's a brand new Superman animated series. The first 2 episodes premiere on Adult Swim July 6th at midnight, and I am very excited to watch this series. It feels so weird to call it an animated series. It's more of an anime. It's like fucking Superman anime. The art style looks anime-esque, and I love it. I love anime. So the show is about Clark Kent, who just started being Superman, and also started working at the Daily Planet. He and Jimmy Olsen are interns to Lois Lane, who is investigating this new superhero. This new Superman. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. Ha ha ha. Yeah. That's the premise of the show. I'm excited to see this version of Clark Kent, because this version of Clark Kent looks like an absolute dork. Like, holy shit, he looks so fucking dorky. Like, they managed to make Superman look cute. Especially when it comes to the Lois and Clark Kent scenes. I'll talk about that later in the video. Clark comes off in the trailers and in the intro that was just released. He looks like a complete another dork. Okay, so the guy who plays Superman in this show, and I apologize in advance if I mispronounce his name. His name is Jack Quaid. Again, I am so fucking sorry. Jack played a lot of roles. He was one of the characters in the new Scream films. Spoiler alert, he was the fucking killer. So technically, he played Ghostface. Also, Jack played a dorky character in The Boys. He's Huey. That's his most well-known role. And I find it hilarious if you think about it. In The Boys, he played a character that was planning to kill an evil version of Superman. But in this series, he is Superman. What the fuck? I just find that funny. I have a feeling that this show is going to go more in depth into Clark's character. There is this one scene in the intro. We see a young Clark Kent who is looking at either a hologram of Jor-El or it could be General Zod, because apparently General Zod is sort of like the big bad in this series. But I have a feeling it's Jor-El. And also there's this one scene in the trailer where Superman says, "Who am I?" So I'm very excited to see them go in depth into Clark's character, like why they become Superman, and how his relationship formed between Lois and Jimmy. That's what I'm excited to see. Now, speaking of Lois, actually, let's talk about Jimmy Olsen, because he's also a main character. Now, I'm not a big fan of Jimmy Olsen. Just Jimmy Olsen in general, from the comics to the TV shows, not just this version. I'm just not a fan of him. I think mainly because I haven't seen enough of him in TV shows or movies or comics. Well, I don't read fucking comics, but I just haven't seen enough of him, from video games to TV to movies. I think he did appear in a deleted scene in Batman v Superman, only to get shot. Only to be killed up immediately. What the fuck? And also, from what I heard about Jimmy Olsen, he's sort of a comedic relief character. He's Superman's best friend. And in this show, it appears to be like that. And also, he's sort of a sidekick to Lois. But I have a feeling that this version of Jimmy Olsen is going to be chaotic as fuck. I think the main reason why I'm excited for this version of Jimmy Olsen is because it's sort of a reintroduction to the character for me. Because like I said, he's mostly ignored by everyone who does Superman TV shows, movies, video games. They don't really do Superman video games. Where's my fucking Superman video game, you motherfucker? So yeah, I'm keen to see this version of Jimmy Olsen, because it is, to me, a reintroduction to the character. And the reason why I think he's chaotic is because there's this one scene in the trailer, not trailer, intro, fuck, There's this one scene in the intro where he was just smiling like a bastard. Like, he was doing selfies, like, strike a pose. And there was this one selfie where he was smirking like a bastard. I have a feeling throughout the series, Jimmy is going to tease either Lois or Clark about their crushes. Anyway, that's a good segue to Lois Lane. Now, I know the internet has constantly made fun of this version of Lois because she looks like Luz from the Owl House, but honestly, I don't really give a shit. I like her design, she looks cute, especially with Clark. I'm now going to talk about my favorite scene in the intro. There's this one scene where Clark and Lois's face are so close together, it is honestly fucking adorable. And that is the reason why Jimmy Olsen was smiling like a bastard. Like, he knows that something's going on between them. And also there's that one scene in the trailer where Clark catches her and Clark is blushing like a dork. And you can tell that Lois is internally screaming right now. Just... I'm just mostly excited to see their chemistry. That's what I'm most excited about in this series. Just the chemistry between this version of Clark Kent and Lois Lane. Because they look so fucking cute together, I swear to God. You have Lois, who is like a tomboy, this hyper, smart, intelligent woman. Then you have Clark, who is a shy dork. I just love it. I fucking love it. Possible spoilers, but I think eventually Lois Lane finds out that Clark Kent is Superman. There's this one scene in the trailer where Superman and Lois Lane fly off out of a wooden area, and Clark Kent is not wearing any disguises. He's not even wearing the Superman suit. He is wearing his Clark Kent disguise. So yeah, Lois Lane will eventually find out that Clark Kent is Superman, basically. It's either gonna happen in the middle of the season or at the end of the season. But my only question here is that does she figure out that Clark is Superman, or does Clark just tell her? I kinda want her to figure it out because it'll be funny in a way. Just imagine her connecting the dots and realizing that the superhero that she's been investigating all this time is actually working for her at the Daily Planet. She will just be freaked the fuck out. Like, just imagine after she finds out. And she will look at Clark so fucking different. That'll be fucking funny. Also, I really love this subtle detail about Clark Kent in the show. He has two different hairstyles. One for Clark Kent and one for Superman. It makes the secret identity part more believable in a way, because I kind of see how they will get confused about the two. Because the common joke of comic book fans is that there's no way in fucking hell that someone will not recognize Clark Kent as Superman just by him wearing glasses. Am I right? But in this show it's more believable because not only is he wearing glasses, but he also has a different hairstyle. Like, Superman is like slicked back a little, but with Clark it's all like scruffy. I want to say scruffy, but hair down, I think. I don't know what that type of hairstyle it's called. But regardless, his Clark Kent disguise makes him less suspicious of being Superman and makes it more believable that nobody suspects Clark Kent is this new superhero. And I kind of like that little subtlety. All I have to say is that I am very excited to watch this show. I'm very excited to watch these characters. I am very excited to see Lois and Clark and how their relationship develops, because I have a feeling it's going to be fucking adorable. What can I say? I'm a sucker for romance. Leave it down in the comments. What are you the most excited about with this new Superman series? leave a like if you want to see more discussion videos like this, because the last time I did one blew the fuck up. So if you want me to do more of these, leave a like. Anyways, I'm just going to go. Actually, I might as well show you this part. Boom, 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 and wait for it, headshot. Anyways, time for me to go. Bye!